So I was in two minds whether to make this video, and I may get a little bit of backlash for it, but let's do it. Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is usually a weigh-in update when I'm on the Slimming World plan, but we are having a few changes and there's a few things I want to talk to you about. So as you may or may not know, my last video I uploaded, I actually did calorie counting and it wasn't Slimming World based, so I kind of wanted to talk about that and go into that a little bit further. It's been a hard choice, but I feel like it's the right choice. YouTube wise, I know I may lose quite a few subscribers, but if that's what happens, I'll be sad. But I think it's really important that I share my reasons why. A little bit difficult because I followed Slimming World on and off for a few years, and I really do love the core values of Slimming World. I love the fact that they are promoting eating healthier foods and not as many high fat, high sugars foods, and I've always said that I really love that about Slimming World. But I've also always said that there's been a few things that I don't necessarily agree with, and I think for me those things have started to build up more and more and more, and a few things which I've heard and seen I've kind of not sort of sat right with me. At group one day there was a woman, and this was nothing to get against women or anything like that, 'cause she obviously thought this was like fantastic, and the reaction she got from everybody else was kind of confirmed that. So she was saying, they was talking about the whole Christmas time and getting to Target for Christmas and what are your goals for Christmas, which is absolutely fair enough if that's kind of the route you want to go down. But she was saying, so what are you going to do to make sure you get there? What changes are you going to make and things like that? And this one woman said she was in a group and for a year they put so much money in the pot, individually in the pot, to go out for this really nice afternoon tea. And she went and she kind of inquired about like what spread they use and what meats and things like that, which is, you know, great for her. But where I was a bit like, oh, was when she said she was going to take in her own Slimming World cakes, and she nearly got a standing ovation for that. And if you're doing things like that every week, I can kind of understand, but if this is something you do once a year and you've been saving to do this, why should you feel like you can't enjoy that moment? And I'm not necessarily saying that, you know, you have to have food to enjoy the moment, but it's part of it, isn't it? You don't go to an afternoon tea to enjoy sitting there. I mean, you enjoy the company, of course, but you could do that at home having a coffee. One of the reasons is to go and really enjoy the food that you're having. And like the reaction of, oh my god, that is so brilliant. And I've got to be really careful what I'm saying, because I really don't want to offend anyone, because people may choose to do that and that is absolutely fine. But the reaction of like this being normalized and this is how you should live when you're on a weight loss journey, taking your own food in because it means you can get to a certain target before Christmas. What I found is the more pressure I put on myself, the worse I do. For example, when this whole Christmas countdown came, I declined when it came to my weight loss journey. I kind of freaked out, and that's personal to me. I kind of was in a panic mode and was like, oh my god, I need to lose this before Christmas. So what would happen for me is I would have a good few days and then I'd have a bad day, and then I was like, I need to make up for that bad day. So I probably would restrict myself more the following day, but then I felt restricted, so then I would eat more, and it becomes like this vicious cycle. And it's also like when people restrict themselves so much, so going out for dinner, not having what you want, to get to a certain target at a certain time. When you get there, it's like this release, isn't it? It's like, oh, I've done it. I've restricted myself so much. It's like a weight off my shoulders, quite literally. Excuse the pun. It's like a weight off my shoulders. Now I can enjoy it, but it doesn't stop there. So you kind of restricted yourself so much that you kind of breathe now, and that's when the old habits come through, because you've not built those healthy habits up. I've said this like a million times. It's all about building habits, and that takes time, and that takes dedication, and it takes small steps. It is not full on just, yeah, full on losing £5 this week, congratulations, it's because you had a stomach bug, but who cares? I'm sorry. So with saying that, I've obviously not had a weigh-in this week. I would have had a massive gain, I'm not gonna lie. This isn't because I've stopped Slimming World, it's because it's the Christmas period, and I've kind of just let loose. That's the only way I can describe it. I have been on a diet what feels like forever. Feels like forever. And I will be getting back on it, but calorie counting. But at the minute, I am just enjoying the moment. I am enjoying baking with the kids. I'm enjoying going out for breakfast. I'm enjoying having mince pie when I go to the kids' social events and nativity plays or whatever, without worrying that it's gone over my sins. Without worrying that when Wednesday comes, I'm gonna feel ashamed for putting £1 on, and because what was the reason for putting that £1 on? Because I ate a friggin' mince pie. That is the reason. That's how I'm feeling at the minute. And the weight that I am at the minute, I'm not happy with. I want to lose weight. That's just it. I do want to lose weight. I want to lose it feeling happy and healthy with what I'm doing. I don't want to have an unhealthy relationship with food, and that is how it was going. And Slimming World isn't to blame with that. That's something that has occurred since having the children, and it's something that I haven't really had a problem with for a while. I kind of had a bit more of a problem when I had my first boy, who's now 4, so it's been a good few years, but I can feel it slowly creeping in, where the guilt's coming in on a day that if I've not stuck to plan, and that can result in then, like I said, overeating the following day, or undereating and then overeating. You get my drift. So I kind of needed to put a pin in it and be like, enough's enough. I have been doing this for about 4 years on and off. I have been on plan, I've been off plan, I've been on plan. I am just done with it. That is the only way I can describe it. Also, side note, I hate my hair now. If you're thinking of having all your hair chopped off, do not do it. Or for me, it just doesn't suit me. I have a round face. I'm struggling to do anything with it. It's fine when it's curly, but when it's straight, it just kind of, so you'll see me faffing around with it because I don't like it. Luckily, my hair grows quite fast. So this is the length of it now. It doesn't help that I haven't got makeup on or anything, and so I look a little bit crazy. I have tried to put a toner in because it was getting really yellow, like warm, should I say. It's kind of made it a bit darker, but it's still got that warm in it. Yeah, so I don't know what to do with it. I don't want to just go back brown, because then it's like I've had it all cut off for nothing. So I just think when it's my next appointment, which is not going to be till about February now, because the cost of everything is just ridiculous. So I'm hoping it would have grown a little bit more. I mean, it's healthy. It feels really thick and nice. It just doesn't suit me, the cut. Yeah, I just look at myself on camera. I don't like it. So yeah, so I've got to leave it to grow, and then when we get to February, I'm gonna have another load of highlights in it, and hopefully it will go a lot blonder next time. And then yeah, just leave it to grow then. Like I said, it has grown, and I'm quite thankful that I do have hair which grows quite quickly. So I'm hoping in like a few months we're going to kind of get it down here, which at that point I think I'll be happy with it there, and then hopefully it'll just grow longer if I look after it well. So yeah, that's the situation on the hair at the minute. So yeah, so no weigh-in this week. So going forward with what I am going to be filming, what sort of diet, whatever, weight loss plan, whatever you want to call it, I'll be following. So the next few weeks up until Christmas, I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of weight loss content. It's gonna be like what I eat in a day, but it's just gonna be like more of a spend the day with me. We'll probably do a little bit of Christmas shopping, show you what I've got for the kids so far, do maybe a little bit of baking, things like that. So it's sort of like homely, warm, cozy sort of feeling. I did want to lose weight before Christmas, I'm not gonna lie, but the priority of just enjoying the festive time with the kids over losing the weight before Christmas, it just doesn't compare. And it's not that, like I said, it's not that like you can't have a good time without, it's not that you can't have a good time without, it's not that you need food to have a good time. It's just that I feel like for me it's part of the magic, and like baking, eating the cookies, you know, having the mince pie, it's all of that for me is just part of it, and I don't want to give that up for the sake of losing some weight before Christmas. Now, once Christmas is over, I am game face. I am on. That is me, like, I know I shouldn't say it, but New Year. Yeah, I'm gonna be one of those annoying people. I won't be going like a full wham where it's like exercise every day, drink my 2 litres of water, cut my carbs, it won't be that at all. I'll be starting with like small habits. So it's things like calorie deficit, which I will be on, but then it will be things like when I drop Henry off at school, going for a couple of laps around the park before I come home, and then I will just get in the habit of like just doing that. Just, it's easy, I'm already out, doing that, getting some more steps in, then coming back, and then you can kind of build on that then. So that becomes a habit of doing that. So then I could probably add once a week, I may go to like an exercise class. I would love to go to an exercise class. It will get me out the house. I will have an hour of no children. So maybe then it becomes like once a week I go to an exercise class. Then if I really enjoy it, maybe twice a week I go. Yeah, and it's just building those habits up. So it's something that I definitely want to change. I want to change my eating habits. I want to change my lifestyle. I just don't feel right now in December is the right time. And I'm sure many of you will think, well, that's not the mindset to have. Like, it's not the mindset of like, I'll start again Monday. It's not the mindset of I'll start again after Christmas. But that is my mindset. I'm not gonna lie, I'm being one of those people who's just like, let's just forget it till after Christmas. I will try and eat healthy. I'm not saying that, but I'm not restricting myself on the run up to Christmas. Now, what I am going to be trying next week, if you want me to review it for you, we've ordered a Gousto. We've ordered a Gousto box, and we found a there was a 65% off code, so it worked out for all 4 of us, for 5 days. So meals for 5 days for all 4 of us was just over £20, which is fantastic. I mean, I know that's only a one-off, and then it's like 20%, so it does become more expensive. So we're just going to try it for the week and see how we get on, because what I was finding is I was buying stuff for meals. It's dark now and it's cold, and I would get to the point of in the evening I wouldn't know what to cook. My mind would just go like, oh, I've got this in the fridge, but I don't know what to do with it. And it was like, the only way I can say it is I was uninspired about whatever I've been cooking. And I think, again, without kind of pointing the finger at anyone, I think that hasn't helped being on the Slimming World plan, because I mean, there is a vast different things you can have, but I think I'd got in the head of like using passata as like a main source of everything, or tin tomatoes as a main source of like whatever sauce I was having, because it was easy and it was speed. I would just add some garlic, some onions, which is still great, and I would still do that if I wanted that sort of sauce. But apart from like that, I felt really stuck of like, I know I can have like potatoes and pasta, but again I would have like tomato sauce with it. But anyway, so I just felt really uninspired, and I didn't want to cook. So I'm hoping this is going to kind of like give me that oomph again. I'm going to have the cards, I'm hoping. I know they did that with HelloFresh, but I've not had Gousto before, so I don't know. So yeah, so we're going to try that for a week and see how we get on. We won't then do the 20%. If we do, it'll probably just be like a few days. I'm not paying about 50 quid, because you've then still got to get things on top, haven't you? You've got to get like your stuff for your pack up, stuff for the kids sandwiches, crisps, chocolate, yogurts, fruit, all that jazz. So yeah, you've still got to get that on top, and obviously all your cleaning stuff as well. So anyway, I feel like this has been a very rambly video. I can kind of hear my voice getting faster and faster, and it's because I feel quite passionate about it, because of how I feel personally. And like I said, this video isn't to offend anyone at all, and please don't feel offended. I have done Slimming World on and off for 4 years, and I do believe in their core values. And if you are on the plan, you know, and you feel like it's a plan for you, absolutely fantastic. It probably is, but for me, it's just some of the morals which go with it, I think, which kind of just a little bit uneasy with me. So I think we are saying goodbye to it forever. I'm sorry. I think I kind of need to draw a line under the sand, and because I come off it and then I go back on it, and then I come off it and then I go back on it, but I kind of feel like it's goodbye to Slimming World. I'm sorry. I feel really guilty. Because a lot of you follow me for Slimming World, and a lot of you have told me why am I feeling upset about this? Oh my god, what is wrong with me? I am such a mushy mush. Oh god, that's so cringe. But yeah, I always get so many messages saying how inspired people feel when they watch my videos, and how it's helped them stick to plan and things like that. And that's why I feel a little bit emotional. It's because I kind of don't want to let you guys down, and I know there's other people you can follow on YouTube and you will still be inspired and you will still absolutely smash your weight loss journey. But I just hope I'm not letting anybody down by going on to a different plan. And yeah, that's just how I'm feeling. I am quite an emotional person, and I wear my heart on my sleeve always. It's just how I am. I say what I think too much. I am too emotional. I am so soft. Yes, I'm soft on the outer, and I'm just like not a mushroom, I'm like a marshmallow. So I don't have a hard outer, I have a soft and soft. Yeah, that's just how I am. So yeah, that's everything. Well, what I'd like a roller coaster of a video. If you have made it to the end, thank you. So I know you've made it to the end. Pop me a love heart, nice and simple. Pop me a love heart, let me know. How are you feeling about everything? Are you still on plan up until Christmas? If you are, well done. If you're not, don't worry. I'm not, obviously, but I will be back on. So yeah, so next week we're going to have some foodie videos, we're going to have some homely videos, we're going to have some bit of everything, a bit of just spending the day with me. So yes, If you haven't already, I would love it if you could subscribe to the channel. And that's everything. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.